guys, and dito naman tayo sa isang video na malupit at manood tayo ng video. React tayo sa video na 12 videos that will make you jump. Let's go!
Getting a lot of requests to analyze jump scare videos, so I did my best to only include those that occurred naturally without special effects. So play along and leave a comment saying which ones got you the most. Number 12. A wild dog takes a piece of meat into the corner and devours it in large bites. The dog's ribs jut out, and I'm willing to bet it hasn't seen a meal like this in a long time. It's no doubt willing to do whatever to keep this food, and in a moment you're about to see for yourself. The animal tenses up and then charges the camera. At the 6-second mark, you can see it appears to chomp the fence in an attempt to get to them. Luckily, the cameraman appears to be alright. Number 11. A YouTube channel called Urban Exploring with Cappy is checking out this old abandoned log cabin slowly rotting in the woods. The cabin looks to have been part of a small town built recently enough to have power lines. Cappy and his friends start looking inside the log cabin. They look at the retro interior and estimate this place was abandoned sometime in the 50s or 60s. Though what drove them away from this area is unclear. Eventually, the two friends come across a step ladder leading to the attic that's already been open. It gives them a bad feeling, so one calls out,
"Hello? Is there an animal up there?"
They didn't come all the way here just to stop now, so Cappy climbs the ladder and takes a look around.
Oh!
A very loud bang startles Cappy and he jumps off the ladder in surprise. They didn't go back up there to investigate, and we'll never know if whatever made that noise was human, animal, or something else altogether. Number 10. This giant snake is so long that it takes a full 20 seconds to record its full length, and when the camera person finally reaches the other end of the snake, they suddenly become prey. The reptile is already facing them and looks to have been waiting for them for the whole time. The camera person only has a few scant moments to let out a startled yelp before the reptile lunges straight at their face. Check out its color and markings and leave a comment saying what kind of snake you think this is. I'm hoping we can figure out what part of the world this took place in, and if the snake was venomous, in which case I doubt this person survived. Number 9. This mother is relaxing on the patio when a loud boom startles her pretty badly. No, I said loud. The boom is so large it rocks the camera and briefly lights up the room despite it being in the middle of the day. I really hope Chris knew what he was doing, because that sounded like it was way too close to the house. Number 8. The Waverly Hills Sanitarium in Kentucky has been condemned since the early 60s, though the spirits of its former inhabitants are thought to still roam its rubble-filled halls. Lindsay Rogers leads a ghost hunting team through the dark asylum, and it isn't long before they are engulfed by paranormal activity. What the? Holy sh! It sounds like a door opens, and you can see Lindsay looks right, but the door is still shut. There's a second banging noise that almost sounds like a body hitting the ground. Though without more video footage, we'll never know for sure. Number 7. A YouTuber named Ghost Robo is taking some questions from fans. They talk about everything from going back to school to Transformers, and then they take a quick break to make some minor adjustments.
Let's see.
The room cools off and the conversation picks up until a real-life jump scare leaves them wide-mouthed and pale.
Why do I watch the show or anything? Jake is a transformative
The lightning sounds so close that I seriously wonder if it struck the side of their house. Either way, it takes the three of them over 30 seconds to compose themselves and carry on. Number 6. This black spider reaches the end of a room and finds itself cornered by the camera. Here you can see the exact moment it turns around and sizes up the human standing before it. It lifts its head slightly to better hold them in its 8-eyed gaze. There is nothing left for the outsized insect to do but stand its ground, so it spreads into a wide stance to make itself look as large and as frightening as possible, wiggling its tiny front arms as further warning. But the display of intimidation does not work at all. The person continues to record, completely oblivious as to what's about to happen to them next. The spider seems to miss the camera and probably lands somewhere on her hand or her arm, or if she was close enough, maybe even tangled in her hair.
Tingin ako. Ayoko ng ganyan.
Hindi ako nagulat na nagulat ako kayo.
Nagulat ka eh. Ang kulit mo ah.
Susuhay mo dyan.
Ayoko ng gamba. Eh, pag nakakita ko ng gagamba dito, baka tumalon na ako dito. Ayoko ng gagamba, men.
Subukan mo.
Not na rekta, huwag lang gagamba, men. Ang cringy naman.
Number 5. This video comes from a YouTube channel in Poland called The Slamming Door, which was named after a loud poltergeist who frequents a small home in Europe. The owner of the home eventually sets up cameras in all of the main rooms to capture the highly aggressive spirit in action. Everything looks normal in this bedroom until about 50 seconds into the video, when the poltergeist demands to be acknowledged. It targets a video game collection and sends cases to the floor. This could have been done with a string, but watch again and it does look like the entity swipes everything off the shelf in one smooth motion with their arm. Also, this is a fairly big gaming collection, so if this was fake, you'd think they would knock over something less expensive that they didn't collect or otherwise care about the condition of. This final video is what finally drove them out of the house once and for all. They enter only to find the house has been trashed, and it seems like a spirit is following them around as they explore room to room. They return to the same bedroom in the previous video, and something is in there with them that makes them jump. On the way out, the kitchen light swings wildly, and a chair briefly pulls out on its own. I wish they would have recorded the entire room so we could verify that no one was in there with them, but they were obviously in too much of a hurry to fully document the occurrence. Number 4. Lord British LP is standing on his porch as a big storm rips through his neighborhood. His internet is down, so he records a video about nothing in particular to help pass the time. That's when he temporarily goes blind. A bolt of lightning hits the street lamp in front of his house and fills his vision with whiteness. He runs cursing into his house to get away. It's easy to miss, so I circled the street lamp that was struck by lightning to give you a better look at just how close he came to being literal toast. Number 3. A nice looking kitchen in the middle of the afternoon is probably one of the least scary settings possible. Well, I thought so too until this 3-second video proved me wrong. We've all jumped out from around a corner before to scare someone, but I've never really seen a YouTube video create
Sabi na eh.
that same feeling until this one. I have to give credit to Tyler1 for keeping the video as basic as possible and still getting the job done. Number 2. A YouTuber named Joe Shoemaker is exploring an abandoned road on Elm Street in Ohio. At the end of this overgrown dirt road is supposed to be a notorious house with a long and haunted history. The road itself is ominously closed, and they have to break the rules just to get there. After driving for a while, their headlights barely manage to illuminate the dark and collapsing exterior of a house that looks more like a creepy old shack rather than a place where any normal person would actually ever live. The front porch is an unpassable pile of broken boards and sharp wooden splinters, so John has to walk around the perimeter to find another way inside. The back entrance is a scratched up wooden door. John isn't even sure if someone still lives here or not, but he turns the rusted knob and stands in the door.
Tangin na namin. Yun, yun ang mga mali sa inyo, men. Yun yung mga mali sa inyo, men. Pag nakakita tayo ng abandoned house, men. Tayo na depende lang kung marami kayo. Pag nakita kayo ng ganyan, huwag kayo pupunta. Mag-isa lang, mag-isa lang to. Ito si John Shoemaker, sino ba to? Research natin yung mamaya. So, para sa iyo kuya, nakaintindihan ng Tagalog. Pag mga ganyang bagay, huwag ka na pupunta kasi pag pupunta ka, di mo na alam kung ano yung mangyayari sa'yo. Baka sa simpleng pagbukas mo ng pinto na yun, yung katapos ng buhay mo. So, para sa inyo, huwag yung gagawin yan. Depende lang kung marami kayo, men. Marami kayo, mga 20 kayo. Kaya nyo yan. Bugbog yan. Kasi, hindi ako takot sa multo. Kasi, wala akong pakialam makita ko ng multo. Tatakutin ka lang yan, hindi ka na anuhin yan. Hindi ka naman anuhin yan eh. Masasaktan ka lang kung magpapadala ka ng takot. Kaya, no.
Kuya, may building.
Simpleng pagbukas ng pinto.
The inside is barren and lacks insulation. A long ventilation duct runs completely exposed across the length of the wall. Pipes hang on strings for no reason. He hesitates for a moment and takes a single uneasy step inside. Nothing happens, so he takes another step and makes the mistake of letting down his guard. Just when he feels safe, some sort of blue humanoid figure comes from the bottom of the screen and jumps him. I mean, this could just be one of his friends, but here's the thing. When you look closely at the creature that pops out in front of him, you'll see it only has a single misshapen eye. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills and I hope you're enjoying my narration. Are you curious about what I look like in real life? Then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT to find out. Do you like my narrations? If you answered yes, then tap the follow button and thank you for your support. It's a proven fact that generosity makes you a happier person. So if you're generous enough to hit the subscribe button and the bell beside it, then thank you. My music video for Who Am I Now has been uploaded, but do not watch it. Please, please, please don't. Also, don't forget I upload a new video here on YouTube every Thursday and Saturday. Number 1.
Putang ng number 1 yan. Ads. I hate ads.
This snake charmer is ready to demonstrate his ability to tame wild reptiles by matching their energy with his own. To his credit, he is somehow able to push down on this cobra snake by applying 2 fingers to its head. It does let out a deep and low warning hiss though, so he shouldn't feel too safe just yet. As soon as their physical bond is broken, the snake regains its senses and lunges. The cobra reaches the very edge of the camera but misses his hand. Hopefully he learns his lesson from this failed attempt, but somehow I doubt it. When you or I watch a YouTube video, we usually don't know all the events surrounding its recording, but as these videos show, YouTube can be used by just about anyone or anything.
Men, so ayun. And next mo yan. Ayoko na manood ng isang video na agad. So, yun. Manood tayo ng video. Tapos na yung video. And legit sa may nakakatakot. Lalo na yung number 2. Number 2 ba yun? Number 3 yung nasa kitchen. Yung may biglang tumalo. Tapos, yung sa may bandang basta lahat ng may jump scare na malupit. Lalo na yung number 1. Tapos yung iba pa. So yun guys, no? Um, share, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, and ring the bell for more updates to the video. Ayan. So lang. You cannot do that, boy. I'm the greatest, boy. Grab that, boy. Same, boy. Fuck you, boy. Fuck you ass, boy. Tong 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 tong.